Everyone, and welcome to Crochet Day by Day with me, Nadej, where I am taking you on my crochet adventures, mostly experiments and sharing stories. Today, I want to show you everything that I crocheted and finished in July with some successes and some failures, of course. First, before I dive into those successes, I want to just go through what I finished that I hadn't finished in June, but I finished in July. So first, I have this cute little wallet. I finished it and I think it turned out really, really nice. I'll go ahead and link the tutorial that I got for this one. And it has that nice little loop here. It's cute. Another little wallet. It's just in blue with a different button using the lemon peel stitch. This is a Suzette stitch. So this is very similar, it's just longer. And then I have this other little handbag. Obviously, I'm just trying my hand at the handbags, wallets, clutches, whatever you want to call it. This is using the star stitch, and we have just a regular old half double crochet chain, half double crochet. Then we have this one here, which it kind of didn't go as well as I had planned, but it is this diamond stitch with a linen stitch here. This is actually, well, clearly buttons with the magnet, which is a little tricky. I think I need to put the buttons on a little differently so that it's not like getting in the way. So you could see there, and just button it. It's kind of cute. It reminds me a lot of like a grandma type thing. I don't know. I like it though. It turned out cute. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these. I'm just really experimenting, and yeah, that was a lot of fun though. I made this bag. I didn't know how it was gonna turn out like at all. Most of these I had no clue how they were gonna turn out. And this just, got a strap, a button, and it's kind of like thick on the sides. I thought brown and yellow would be good. I was thinking like spring. Clearly it is summer still, but I finished it and that's what matters. Now this one was my Gucci bag and it turned out pretty decently. Now it has the magnet here. I got the gold and then it folds out and I have like some pockets here and a pocket here. I really like this one. It's huge though, like the yarn clearly, I mean, it's acrylic yarn, but it's like nice. You're not gonna lose this if you just have your clutch, like your phone, your cash, whatever. I don't know if I would, put my cards and stuff in here because I feel like they might fall out, but it was a fun experiment. Now, those are the things that I've finished in July that weren't done in June. There are a few things that I didn't finish, which this wallet, and then this purple bag that I was going to make, but I decided that I don't really like it, so I'm just going to kick it back up and I'm going to do something else with this eventually, maybe. We'll see. I've got some things coming up. Now, one thing that I didn't show you guys is I did create this, I made these back in May. And for some reason, I have this like mental block to put this shirt together. It's supposed to be like kind of like a nice little crop, and each border is a different color. So I have blue, orange, pink, and green. Now, I just don't know what it is, but I have some kind of mental block that won't allow me to finish it for some reason. It's still summer, and I'm going to finish it this month in August, and I will, show you in September what I finished in August, of course. Recaps are always fun. I also haven't finished this racer back that I just kind of freehanded on my own. And I didn't measure correctly, so I've made these side panels that I need to sew in also. And we'll see. Just these mental blocks on finishing certain things, and I don't know why. I think it's because of what's gonna happen here next. But first, let me show you a purse that I made. Now, it's not necessarily a successful purse. I mean, it is, but it could use some work. So it's basically two granny squares that I sewed together and then some liner. I also put a zipper in it with a liner, as you could see. And I used one of those rotary cutters that have the little holes in it, and I crocheted there. I crocheted onto the bag. So it turned out, but it's kind of lopsided. I didn't know what I was doing really, so it's there. It's a functional bag. It has a zipper. I think it's pretty cool. And I like it, but not a success. So that brings me to this top that I wanted to make and wear to a birthday party, but I didn't use the exact yarn that was in the tutorial or the pattern, which I'll link below. So I made this. Now it looks great, right? It looks cool. I made it with the DK weight Aran yarn and it doesn't fit. Watch, I'll show you. Now, I maybe one day it will fit. It's nice and soft. I really like it, but it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit me. Maybe one day. But it was a bit of a failure. An experiment, but I'd say a bit of a failure. And I crocheted the same top, but with the right yarn and the size that I wanted. Now this actually does fit better. And it's soft, it's lightweight. I have yet to really like wear it, but I'll show you here. So those are those two. Well, I wouldn't really call this a failure. It just doesn't fit the way I like. Which leads me to this top that I made that I love, and the way that it fits is just so nice. It's so comfortable. It's a little heavy for the summer because I use this merino wool that's like really light and soft, but I mean, I guess I wore it to a birthday party where it was 101 degrees outside and the party was outside because, hey, still in a pandemic. But this shirt, I freaking love it. I love it. It's just two pieces. I will link the tutorial down below and you can see me wearing it like over here. I'll post it and it's also on my Instagram. So I really like this shirt. It turned out so well. It's like nice and flowy and light and it fits nicely, just exactly how I want it. I want the oversized. It just feels really nice and good and I love it so much. So that's a success that I had here in July. And I also created this anniversary top. So July 29th was my fiance and mine's anniversary. We're not married yet, but we will be getting married next year. So I figured I'd make this anniversary top out of the same pattern as this shirt. So like the same stitch, I should say. And I used a really light superwash or super fine weight, fingering weight. And I'd never used that before. It was like 3mm hook and it was pretty difficult, but I finished it just in time for our anniversary. And it's a one piece and it has, it changes color because what I got there was kind of this ombre, and I'll put a video here so you could see it. And it just has like some small ribbing and everything, and I barely have any of the yarn left. And it's a cotton yarn, 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, and it fits wonderfully. It's so nice, so soft. It's oversized. It's just my style right now. I really like oversized style. Makes me feel comfortable, makes me feel less seen, if you will. So I really like that. It turned out so nice and so beautiful. You can go and look on my Instagram as well. Not that you have to, but just wanted to show you that. So I know you guys are probably like, hey, so thanks for sharing all of these things that you're doing, but do you want to just like show us some other things too? Like single projects instead of the whole thing in yarn hauls? Yes, I certainly do. But before I jump into that, let me show you what I'm currently working on and hope to finish this month because, well, one of them I don't have to, but one of them is for a friend's birthday and it's really a cool blanket. I'm making blankets. I love making blankets. They're just super fast. They work up quickly. Don't have a lot of variation in at least the patterns that I pick. But what I did with this, so this is what's called a snuggle stitch. And my friend, she's a Slytherin. She loves green. She has some green hair too. And I was making a blanket like this first, and then it turned into this. And now it's this. And I'm much happier with this. And I made my own cake for it. So if you can see, basically what I did is I took this like slime green, this black, and a gray that I had because I thought it would work really well. It's like kind of spooky, kind of like alternative maybe, I guess you could call it. And I just tied them together and caked them up. And I got a total of 9 cakes at about 100 plus grams each. Not sure on the yardage, just weighed them so I knew how much was each and how much I would get out of each cake. And those 9 are, so far I have 1 left, so I'm nearly finished, is making a pretty decent sized blanket. And I really like the way that this looks. I like that I'm able to give this to a friend, and I'll be sure to post the final product on my Instagram page. Yet again, sorry, shameless plug, I guess, but I just want to let you guys know that there is more over there more often than there is here. So, working on this. I hope to have it done before the 18th because that's when my friend's birthday is, and show you the product then. And then just one other thing that I'm working on is a blanket for my aunt. Again, I really like blankets. This is just a thing she wanted to have, like something match her living room. Variegated yarns, chunky, work up really fast and quick. So that's what I have there. A lot of things that I have planned for the month of August, which if you stay tuned, you'll have a little bit of a sneak peek of what's coming up. I do have some more yarn hauls. I am planning on making more garments, of course. I really like making garments. It's new for me and fun. And I will be making a few other things like a granny square purse, but not what you think it is. And I'm going to try my hand at granny square keychains. So we'll see, But some tops are coming up. Also, I'm going to be making some pillow covers for my couch, which will be coming up next time. Wait a minute. I love all the pillows, so why don't I use some yarn that I have left over from projects and make some pillow covers. Okay, so you can see these pillows. That's a new one. There's the other 2. Okay, so here's what we're using. We got a tape measure because we need to measure this cushion. They're all the same, so I think it'll work just fine. I did run out of yarn,